Good evening, everybody, and welcome to ClausenWorld. Fall is in the air. Our evenings here have been dropping down into the 60s. The highs during the day could be anywhere between the 70s and 80s. And this coming week is officially fall. So I'm in the shed. I am continuing to prepare for the fall. I am fertilizing my beds or my pots. I am taking spent soil like you saw in my last video, and I'm continuing to clean up and make room for the fall garden because my garden isn't done yet. This is a 4 seasons garden, and you all are going to come with me through fall and through winter, and hopefully we can keep everything alive. Hopefully there isn't going to be any major snow or crazy weather, even though the weather has been a bit crazy. So join me in the garden and let's see what this fall is going to give us. There appears to be a wasp trapped in the tool. I'm going to try to release it and see if it can find its way out. I'm hoping it is not completely inside the tool, but that it is just wrapped into the folds of the tool, and it appears it is not. It is literally in the tool, and I have no idea how it got in there. But you know those insects, they find a way. I am not going to take the tool apart from the top to free him, but I was really trying to free this idiot. Good grief. Well, I'm going to have to... Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. Well, I looked and I don't see him. I took my eyes off of him for just a moment and he got away. So I'm hoping that me jostling the tool gave it an opportunity to find its way out. I hope he didn't go all the way up into the crook of the tool and the canes, because I don't see it in there, but I was really trying to free it, but oh well. I tried to help, but it didn't want my help. So all right, I am in the garden and I am going to stake up some peas that I have growing, and I'm also going to look at some lettuce that I have growing to make sure that there aren't any more green caterpillars on it, and I am going to put some tulle around that as well because it had gotten eaten up a little bit and I want it more than I want the bugs to have it. In this pot I planted some peas and carrots. Does anybody know where that came from? Peas and carrots? It's a movie reference. All right, I am going to put a stake around that bucket, and I am going to put some tulle around that bucket. Well, you know what? I'm going to stake it first, and maybe I might put tulle on it later. It just depends. I think it might be high enough to where the carrot root fly won't get at it, because they don't fly higher than 24 inches off the ground, I do believe. But those peas that I have in that bucket, those are the Oregon snap peas. They will need something to trellis up on. And so I hope you guys can see. I hope I am not putting my body in the way, because you all know that does happen. And I am just going to put just a couple of bamboo stakes in this bucket in the hopes that I am not trampling on anything, messing anything up. But I've got a couple of carrots that look like, I see, I already messed up one. So I am going to try and put the soil back around it and leave it be. When you mess with carrots, even a little bit, the carrot root fly can smell it. And then it starts to destroy your carrot crop. You invite them in when you start pulling your carrots out. I know they say to thin out your carrots, but in my experience, you just invite the carrot root fly. So the best thing for me is either to just leave it as I've sown it, or sow it a lot less densely. Outside of that, it's just inviting trouble. So I'm just going to leave that there. Those carrots are the kaleidoscope carrots. Those are my family's favorites. So that's what's in that pot. I hope you guys could see. I just put some stakes in there because I do have some peas popping up, which I'm so excited. Hope you guys can see those little green shoots over there popping up. There's at least 3. I put probably about, I might have put 10 in there, to be honest with you. You guys know how I do. And then I just intersown carrot seeds in between, and the carrots are coming up. It looks like I may have to put just a couple more carrot seeds in there because I do see some open spaces, and I don't want any open spaces. I want as much food as I possibly can get. But for right now, that's all I'm doing with that bucket. All right, everybody. I am going to be putting tulle around this bucket right here because of this little freeloader. I have been so busy trying to make sure that the fall garden has been sown and everything is being fertilized, going back behind and putting tulle and staking, that this little freeloader thought that he could sneak in and eat for free without paying me any rent. Well, I've got news for him. He's evicted. He's got to go. I have taken off. Sorry about that. I was quiet there for a second because I had evicted that freeloader. Sorry about that, y'all. I needed to give him my full and undivided attention. All right, so I'm going to put some stakes in this pot and tool it up because I don't want any more freeloaders thinking they can eat my brassicas. But before I do that, I want to put a little bit of fertilizer in that pot. And because it is fall and our focus is the brassicas, and that means the leaves, I'm going to be putting nitrogen on all of my pots that I have brassicas in. So give me just one second. I mixed up a little bone meal, a little blood meal, and a tad bit of calcium because you want your leafy greens to be nice and lush and delicious. You want your roots to be healthy. So I'm running into you guys. So I'm just going to go around and put a little bit of this in that pot, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get around there because you guys are in the way. So hang on one second. So many obstacles in my garden. I hope you guys can see. I shoved you guys over a little bit. Oh, so this is what it looks like. I had a few different bags of fertilizer, and I just did a quick little mix. And so I am just going to sprinkle some of this, trying not to get it into my raspberries because my raspberries are behind. Here we go. And it's supposed to rain this week, and the irrigation is also going to come on. So I am not going to water this. I'm going to let it sit. And I hope you guys saw that. I just sprinkled it. I hope you guys saw that. All I did was just sprinkle it. I took my fingers like this and just pinched it and sprinkled it around just like that. So I'm going to do that for the rest of the pots, and I'll be right back. Can you guys see that other little freeloader that I found? He was in my herb pot and almost fell on my arm. It's a good thing I was not in a scary mood today because that probably would have frightened me a little bit. But no, he's evicted. He got to go. Can you guys see? My beans are back. They had stopped flowering. They had stopped producing. They had continued to flower. But now They are now producing again. I am gonna have Kentucky pole beans, y'all. Wow, I can't believe it. Gotta love it. I found a downed limb in the neighborhood, and for me, that means free, free, free. So I had to break out the power tools in order to break it down. A downed tree limb in my area means free fire pit wood for me. Gotta love free. Had to break out the spray paint on some brand new pots that wasn't the color that I needed. All right, everybody, it has come to that time of the evening where I need to bid you adieu, but I wanted to show you all the loofah. It seems like with the weather changing, it's actually really overcast today, very cloudy. It actually feels cool, and it's only 70 something degrees, but the loofah has started to really put on a lot of growth. I do apologize if I'm going too fast. I've been trying to tame the vines and let them wrap themselves on the fence. So as you can see at the end over here, I have right there. I've got to tame that down. But look, oh, the bee, she's going away. She's trying to find another flower. But that one has closed and she's on the opposite side. Oh, nope, she's gone. She's looking. She's looking. You guys can't see her. She's gone away. Let's see. Maybe I can catch her down here. But what it looks like is the bees have found, I don't know if you guys can see them, but the bees have found the flowers on the loofah. And there are a number of bees. Let me see if I can get in close. There are a number of bees flying around the loofah. I hope you guys can see that bee in there. But there are a number of them. And as you can see, they are putting on a lot of growth. And I'm so excited. This is my first experience growing loofah. So that's nice. And it's really nice to see bees. I hadn't seen very many bees this year. And to see all these bees on the loofah flowers is just amazing. I'm absolutely in love with these bees. And it's weird because they're only going to the flowers that are closed. That's strange. But that's okay. But yes, this is the loofah gourd. And I told you guys in a previous video that it did reveal itself to me as loofah. And I'm excited. I almost touched that bee. Sorry, ladybug. Look at that flower. So I'm going to tie this down and finish up watering. And that's going to be it for me tonight. I showed you guys the loofah gourd once before, but it was really, really dark. It was getting dark, and I doubt you all saw that very well. But here it is, and it is almost reaching towards the end of the fence. So until the next video, bye guys. Have a nice night. It looks like there's going to be a really nice loofah harvest. Since it'll be my first, I'm so excited to see what it looks like and if it'll make it before the winter comes.